it's no secret that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a show that's made with clips from Japanese action shows called Super Sentai.
What? Dude, are you talking about Super Hentai, Raz? You dirty old dog, you. Are there Super Hentai toys?
These action-packed shows were Japan's superheroes, and the super in Super Sentai was the giant robots.
Could you imagine the robots in Super Hentai?
No, don't imagine giant robots in Super Hentai.
Anyway, Mighty Morphin was the first Ranger show in the US to have been a TV staple since 1993. Or was it? I've seen reports of people in Hawaii watching Battle Fever J in the late 70s and early 80s, around the same time it was showing in Japan. Battle Fever J was the third installment of Super Sentai.
Okay, technically the first two series were called Sentai, and then the third series, that was the first Super Sentai series, and that was known as Spider-Man.
Yes, Spider-Man or Supaida-Man was the first Super Sentai series, but I guess you can't call it a Sentai if there is no squadron.
Okay, I know this is getting kind of confusing, so here it goes. So Japanese Spider-Man was the first Japanese live-action show that actually had a giant robot. And then the first Super Sentai, so the first Super Fighting Squadron series, that was Battle J Fever. So that's technically the first Super Sentai series, but the first Japanese giant robot was in Japanese Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man and Battle J Fever, both of those series, they both had help from Marvel Comics. Now, why is this important? I don't know, I just like to talk about Super Sentai. So, today we're going to be looking at the SH Figuarts version of the very first Red Ranger from Himitsu Sentai GoRanger, Akka Red from 1975.
Here is the very first Red Ranger, which is me. Ugh.
Yeah, sorry Jason, I'm talking about the original Red Ranger.
That's right, we're gonna look at my figure. Ugh.
Okay, the original Akka Ranger.
Akka means red in Japanese, which is me. Ugh.
It's not you. It's Akka Ranger from Himitsu Sentai GoRanger.
Ugh.
Bandai has a line of figures called SH Figuarts, which are top-notch action figures. If you thought Marvel Legends were top-notch, think again. The quality of SH Figuarts are hard to top.
Actually...
Hey, how'd you get in here?
Well, that's not important, but what is important is that SH Figuarts is surpassed 1,000,000 times over by Hot Toys.
Oh yeah, those moving statues?
That's right. Hot Toys is superior in every way possible.
Cool.
Okay, I do have a problem with some of the joints. Like the wrists, they look like they could break easily.
Or legs, my Steve Austins came right off!
I can see a problem with the Saint Seiya Bandai figures, which seems to be the precursor to the Figuarts line. The notches on the wrists seem to be worn out. Overall, this is still so cool.
バリドリーン発進バリタンク GO ポピニカバリドリーンポピーより発売中他にもいろいろあるよ応募券5枚でおもちゃ大図鑑がもらえるよ
体脂肪
ヘロヘロ
お肌 なんべ5人揃って
自分を救えアミノサプリだ。貴様自分を救えアミノサプリだ。
社長さんこれもやぎまたしても
自分を救えアミノサプリだ。
化粧してた方が綺麗だよ。
覚えてらっしゃい。
自分を救えアミノサプリだ。
美しい肉体はサプリした肉体は T シャツがよく似合う。
当てるんだアミノンジャー T シャツプレゼント。
Akka Ranger comes with a plethora of hands and accessories. He comes with 5 sets of hands and 1 additional hand. The one hand is completely open. 1 set of hands is in a chop position. The next 3 sets of hands are open, and then we have fists. He comes with a gun and 2 holsters, one with the gun and one without the gun. He also comes with this jump rope, which stretches out and turns into a bow. And then there's this spiked ball. On the show, they kind of juggle it around like a soccer ball. His signature cape, and his belt with the S. You can change out his belt for the rocket pack. And then there's one more thing we can do with him. You can actually take his helmet off. Well, not really. That's just Seiya's head. But you gotta admit, he looks pretty cool like this. The articulation on this guy is about the same as the Saint Seiya appendix figures that I reviewed earlier. Bandai has really knocked it out of the park. Okay, it's wishlist time, and there are 2 things on my wishlist for Akka Ranger. A cloth cape. I would love a cape that can move around and drape around the figure. Capes just don't stay up when you're upside down. The next thing would be to get the rest of the GoRanger team. Currently, there is only Akka Ranger, and I would love to see Owl Ranger, Mito Ranger, Momo Ranger, and the Husky Ranger, Key Ranger. SH Figuarts Akka Ranger is great, and I'm sure the rest of the Super Sentai figures in this line are just as great as the original Red Ranger, Akka Ranger. This is my first SH Figuarts figure, and I look forward to getting more.
もう体が持たないわ。
アミノサプリで秋ゴーゴーゴー。パヤパヤパヤ2年キャラが育てばサプリも育つ。アミノサプリが赤くなったぜ。本質的には変わってないぜ。
ゴール直前で力尽きた2年 C 組田所アミノンジャーが駆け寄ろうとしたその時現れたのは見知らぬ人影。
We love sports。
敵なのか味方なのか。次回903私をスポーツに連れてって。
言わずもがなだがアミノサプリはアミノ酸をサプリするもの。それ以上でも以下でもないから踊っているのさ。熱くたびれたぜ体も心も夏はサプリがよく似合う。なぜと言われてうまくは言えない。